Hello my crafty friends, it's Terry from Veegstez Creates here with another crafty video for you, and this is my last video for pen pusher. Yeah, so just wanted to mention that I have loved being a pen pusher ambassador for the last 6 months. They're a wonderful company to work with, and yeah, but I'm moving on to pastures new. So in today's make, we are going to be using the Gansai Tambi Opal Colours. Now, as you can see, these all look pretty much white, but basically if you use these watercolours on a white card, then there's a very subtle shimmer. There's a pink, copper, gold, green, blue and violet. Whereas if you use them on dark cardstock, they give a much more vibrant result. So I dug through my stamps and really felt like colouring up a floral today, so I chose a stamp that I haven't used before because I like to do that to give all my little stamps a chance to get used. So I've pulled out this one from Apple Blossom, which has got a lovely bloom. If you're any good at knowing what types of flowers are what, let me know what it is in the comments. I don't know, it's just really cute. So that being said, I've cut down a piece of Frisk watercolour paper. This is also from Pen Pusher. It's great to work with. If you've watched, I've used this previously in a previous video. I'll pop a link up here and in the description box for you, but it's lovely to work with. It's really nice and thick. So basically I'm going to figure out where I want it to be on my panel. So I've cut my panel to 4 1/4 by 6 inches because I'm thinking that I'm going to use it on an A6 size card. It's also got some lovely foliage elements as well in it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use them really. I quite like this one that you can use like in the corners. I think that's really cute. But I think I might just go for a really clean and simple look, to be honest, and use it like that, just in the centre. And then if I have it sort of there, then I can have a little sentiment strip down the bottom. So that's about where I want it. So I'll pick that up with my stamp tool, and then I'm going to generously apply my anti-static powder tool because I'm going to be heat embossing this in white and then colouring it with watercolours. So I hope you're all well anyway. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments. So this is probably going to go live Christmas week. How are you getting on? Are you all ready? Are you one of those last minute people who and it always tends to end up having to be doing Christmas shopping and delivering and stuff on Christmas Eve? Let me know in the comments. I always love to interact with you in the comments, you know that. I'm pretty organised. I haven't got that many people to send stuff to be honest. And I decided, because my workplace is so large, that I'm actually I wasn't going to send stuff to cards to people at work this year, because last year I did, and I ended up making about 70 cards, which takes, obviously, as you know, a very long time. And that was pre me being on design teams, and I just haven't got the time to do it at the moment. So my nearest and dearest have got beautiful handmade cards, and other people have got a verbal Merry Christmas. So that should be nicely inked up, and we should hopefully be able to see that on the background. Yeah, we can see that's got a lovely image just in the centre. I think it might need a little bit more, so I'm just going to add a bit more. Yeah, that looks excellent. So I'll move this to one side and then grab my Stampendous White Only exclamation mark paper and then apply some detail white embossing powder. I think this is going to look absolutely stunning. As I haven't tried out these paints yet, but from the description it sounds like they're going to be beautiful. And I have used Gansai Tambi paints in the past. I've got the gold ones and they're just beautiful. Right, so I think that's good enough. So I'm going to go and heat emboss this now. Excellent. So that has turned out beautifully. Look how crisp and shiny that lovely white is against the really nice dark black of that cardstock. It's beautiful. It's warped a little bit, but not too badly at all, I don't think. If it had warped significantly, I would run that through my die cutting machine, just with a piece of cardstock or paper over the top to keep it clean and protect it from the little divots in the plate. But because there's barely any warping, and obviously it will warp anyway from using the watercolours, I think that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to prepare my watercolour set by spraying it liberally with water to activate them, and then just let them sit for a little while and activate. Well, this is my new favourite water brush from Tambo, so I think I'll use that today. I've got various bits of kitchen towel lying around because, you know, we always need that when we're doing watercolouring. I am no watercolour expert. You do not have to be a watercolour expert to use watercolouring on your cards at all, so don't worry about anything like that. So what am I going to go for? I think I'm going to go for the pink. So I'm going to, you can see that it's all activating nicely and getting nice and yeah, you can see, look, it's like a creamy consistency. So I'm going to just dive straight in, guys, and see what it looks like. Oh wow, yeah, that's beautiful. So I haven't tried it on white card, but it does say that it just gives a subtle effect on white card. But look at that. That's stunning. That's really beautiful. So I think I'm going to go for pinks and purples on this. Yeah, and maybe with some gold or blue tinges as well, I think, actually. Because if it's like a pinkish flower, I would imagine there'd be like bits of blue and violet in it. But again, because it's fictional, it's card making, it's crafting, we can make it whatever we want to. And again, in case this is the first video of mine you're watching, this is the kind of content that I bring to you. So I'll bring, I'll do project tutorials, product reviews. Every month I do a tonic craft kit unboxing and share how to use the contents of the kit. I just posted a product review of a product that I'd received from a company yesterday. A light box. So just, you can expect lots of different things from me from my channel, really. Craft hauls as well I do. Just anything that I think my audience might be interested in, really. And probably a good point to mention, if you're one of my regulars watching this, just let me know, is there anything in particular that you'd like to see from me in 2022 or anything more of? I do have some ideas. I'm thinking about doing, I had mentioned it on my Instagram, thinking about doing some live streams where we can craft along together. So if I say like, oh, this week we're going to be doing some colouring with alcohol markers, you could like stamp up an image and I can stamp up an image, and then we could colour along together, and you can ask me questions and I can answer them, etc. as we go through. So I quite like the idea of that. That's something I'd thought of. But obviously, you know, my YouTube channel, it's not about me, it's what you want, really, or that's the way I view it anyway, is you know, I like to give people what they want. So any input would be gratefully received. I mean, I tend to have an idea from my analytics what videos people like to watch, but that's no comparison really to people saying, oh, I really like it when you do videos on this. Can you do some videos on this? And yeah, so that would really help me out if you wouldn't mind doing that. Opal Violet. Is this creamy enough? Do I need to add more water? I think it's okay at the moment. So obviously I've mentioned I'm not going to be an ambassador for Pen Pusher in 2022, although I'll probably still be buying stuff from them because they are a great company. You get free delivery over £5 in the UK, which is like, that's the lowest that I've ever seen, you know, for free delivery. Normally it's like spend like 20, 25, 30, £40, £50 to get free delivery. So that's just awesome. I think that Pen Pusher do that. Hopefully some of you will have made use of the discount code as well, because all of my subscribers get a 10% discount off at Pen Pusher on whatever you spend, and that's Veegstez 10. I think it's all in capitals. If you just look in the description box, you'll see that that code there, and that is valid for the term of my contract with Pen Pusher. So that will obviously cease at the end of December. So if you do want to buy anything from there, get in quick and use that voucher code. These paints are lovely to work with. Look how shimmery they are. They're gorgeous. So pretty. So I'm sort of trying to put the violet towards the centre, or any bits that I think are going to be darker, because I think that's a bit darker than the pink, although not much. It's not much darker. I'm just going to incorporate a few colours into this, I think. And then what I'm going to do is do some, I think I've made some splatter outside where I didn't want to, which I can just easily remove. It's a little tip for you if you're not that au fait with watercolour. If you do get any watercolour that you don't want anywhere, you can just pick it up with a bit of paper towel and voila, it is gone. Right, I also want to try the Opal Blue and see what that looks like. Let's try a bit of that in the centre too. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's lovely. Obviously that's layered over the top of the violet. This is really pretty though, really lovely. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is stunning. That's gorgeous. Picking up a bit of pink to go with that. And then once I've completed the painting of this, I'm going to trim it down a little bit if needs be, and add it onto. I'll make a mat. So I'll get some nice cardstock. I think I've got some holographic actually, which might look really nice as a little mat for this to sit on before putting it onto a card blank. And then I'll add a heat embossed sentiment at the bottom. Or actually I might leave it sentiment free, because versatile, you could give this to anybody for any occasion. It's really versatile. You know, it's black and white, it's blue, purple, it's got bits of pink in it. It could be a thinking of you, it could be a happy birthday, loads of possibilities. So I'm kind of using the blue as like my darkest colour. And the violet as the mid-tone and the pink as the lightest. So I'm going into the areas which I think will be darker and adding some blue. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off this painting off camera. I'm just going to continue the way I have been doing. Obviously there's not much left to do, and then I will see you back in a moment with the completed card. And here we go, my crafty friends, the completed card. I decided not to put it onto any holographic card because I really just felt that it didn't need it. I think it just the black against the white frame of the A6 card, I just think looks really lovely, and I've kept it super simple. I just heat embossed a very small happy birthday stamped with Versamark ink and clear embossing powder. I just cut little fishtails into the end, and then I've added a couple of little Trinity Stamps bubble blowout little embellishments. And if I just hold up to the camera, you can see how much gorgeous shimmer and shine is in there. And I just think that's stunning. And which card maker doesn't need more birthday cards in their card stash? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I say all the supplies listed will be in the description box below, and I'd love to hear any of your comments and your thoughts. So take care everybody, and I'll see and speak to you soon with some more crafty goodness. Bye for now.